Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the show. This is your Sifu from Tree Nature and Tina Dragon Taoism channel. Today, we're back to the divination lesson. And remember that this series, you are going to learn something that you can use right away if you follow the series in order. So, in order to do what we're doing here, you need to look at the previous episode, in order to get the ingredient that makes it work. So, today we have a pair of moon blocks. Okay, so you can get these from Amazon, AliExpress, and they come in all kinds of colors, sizes. It's fine. Anyone is going to do it. Okay, so they are called the divination block, the moon blocks, whatever you want to call them. If you don't want to use these, you can also use a pair of coin. Make sure you know which one is tail and head, right? So usually the tail will have like digits or numbers, and then the head will have like a flower, a head, right? Something like that that represent the country. So we have heads and tail, which is the positive and negative. Tails is negative, heads is positive. You can also use a paint pen to paint, or marker to paint your coin, so that one side is dark, and then that will be the negative. For these, right? When you like toss it, then you see if you go like that, the curved side, the round side face up, it's called negative, right? The flat side face up is called positive. And if we have one up, one down, it's called a sing. So same thing, same pattern with your coin. So it doesn't matter this one, the coin, it's the same idea. Okay, now we have the tool. How do we use it? How do we make it work? First of all, remember that you're talking to your spiritual planetary body, your Yuen Sun, which is the God that you are born with, your personal God of time or life. So this God above is talking to you by using a method and a language. So you have to hold this with your left hand. Your right hand hold a short finger like this, and then you will recite in your heart, right, in your mind. You recite the pre-heaven communication spell that we got from last time. Okay, so that spell, if you don't have it yet, by default, we in the lineage call this the hot spell A. So you can use that like this. 天也像海令夾夾要令 and then you stomp the left foot, shake. That shake is like you're connecting, right? Dialing the phone, right? Like this. And then point, and then point the heart, stomp the right foot, and blow. Select the god and place in here. Now you will write that symbol that represent the signature of your Yuen Sun, right? The pre-heaven uh, symbol, and then you stomp the right foot like that. Now you have brought in a copy of the God through your body onto here, and then mark it like this is now yours. Yours. Okay? So you talk to your Yun San like this using body language. And so now your Yun San agreed, this is mine. I will be talking to you through via this tool. Okay? So it's agreed. Now, from now on, if you want to use this, go use it. If you're not using it, make sure you don't do stupid things with it, like, treating it like a toy, joking around, let your friend pick it up, right? No, you wrap it up, put it in a safe place, and don't do anything else. So you only use it when you want to talk to the Yun San. You don't use it, you put it away, wrap it around, and don't let anyone touch it, because you don't want their chi to go on top, right? It needs to be pure for it to be accurate and working. If you keep mixing other people's chi, it will stop working properly. Okay? So it needs to have your chi and only your chi. You don't want anyone else to touch it. Okay? So this is how we will use it. you take it, right? You do the thing, and then you hold it with the two tip facing outside, and then the index finger on the tip like this, and then just go like that. Okay, that's how we hold it. And then if you have a coin, you just put it inside your palm. It's fine, right? So you go from here, and then you think of the question, and then you don't think anymore. After you're done, you don't think anymore. Bow, bounce, drop. Okay, so you go like one, two, drop. Okay, it doesn't have to be on the floor. You can drop it on the table or something like that. So when you drop, just let it go. Okay, and then you look at the result on the table. If you have two flat face up, that's positive, yang. That's negative, yum. This is called sing. So what does it mean? So first of all, we got to know yin and yang, positive, negative. They're two extreme, right? So if I'm asking a question, is it a good idea to do this thing? Is it good to do? So you have good and no good, pretty much like that. Two end, very simple. The other one is neutral. It's like okay, you can do, you cannot do, right? It's fine. So neutral is the thing. Sometimes the thing can mean perfect. It depends on what we are asking and how we ask the question. There's also the um, the yang, a positive, being what we call the gut, which is auspicious, and the other one negative is bad, not auspicious, like bad. And then you have the middle, which is peng. Peng is like ordinary. Okay. Now, for example, you want to go outside now to do something. Before you go, you can ask your God, is it a good time to do so? So you are checking the spiritual weather. And what are you checking? It's not like that God knows, like, oh, yeah, you go now, and then, this kind of thing will happen. It doesn't know because the future has not happened. It will never know. What it knows, it will tell you, okay, right now, what your luck is like, meaning that the delivery process of the chi from the above to you, your own spiritual planetary body is supposed to give you the essence which transform into chi, and then it power up your system. So when you are having lack of that support, you go do something, you run out of idea, you get careless, you think the wrong way, and everything just goes wrong. When you have good amount of support, everything you do is going to be smoother, it's going to be more focused, you make good decision, and so on. So before I go out, I do a div, which we call divination, a div, right? So you say, I'm going to go out now. Please give me guidance, right? Just say inside, and then one, two, boom. Okay. So let's say I go boom, and I got a yang. Yang means what? It means auspicious, right? So your God is now helping. They're ready to help. They're helping. At the same time, you're going outside. So everything you do will be helped, will be supported, will be assisted. So it's a good time to go. Now, if I am so unlucky, I got a yum like this. What does it mean? It doesn't mean that you go outside and you have accident. Okay, no. It means that your God is not available. Okay, it's offline. So when you're going, it all depends on you now. Okay, so if you are okay, you are careful, you are not stupid, it's fine. Okay, it's not going to be so bad. But if you are tired, then you will have, more chance of doing something wrong because your God is not helping. Okay, so it's just telling you that you're lacking that side of the support. So it's not a good time if you want the maximum help from that source, right? Now, if I got like a sing, okay, so one up, one down, like this, okay? If I get this, what does it mean? It means normal, meaning like your God is around, but it's not really going to be helpful much. You're just like pretty much on your own. Okay, you're on your own. You're going to do okay. It's normal like that. So if I get like a yearn or a sing, right? Like the normal or the good, I will go out. If I got a bad, what happened? You're not going out? Well, you can. You can stay home if you want to. But for me, right, I would like, okay, so this God say it's not available. I go find another one to help me. That's why we cultivate the gods, right? So this one not available, you go for the other one. Just like phones. If you only have one phone, right? The phone is out of battery, then you cannot go out because your phone needs to be charged. But I cultivate phones and I have like 3 or 4 backup phones. So yeah, I ask the main phone, are you ready? Boom, uh-oh, the phone is dead. I pick up the second phone and go out, right? That's why we cultivate these gods, because in case of anything, you have a backup. Okay? So every day before we go out, it is always a good idea to use this thing to do a div and check your spiritual weather. And if by chance you are going off with like your God is not supporting you having a bad, a negative a result, okay, before you go, right? Be more careful, do more prep work, like bring something with you, right? Like that. Like it's like you're about to go out and it's about to rain, you bring an umbrella, right? Or if you know today like the subway is not very peaceful, you then choose to take the bus, right? It's like that. So divination is like not about there's some kind of person, the God, that already knows the future and they're telling you about the future. Okay? It's not like that because the future has not happened yet. Divination is not like a future or fortune telling, like tells you the future, because future is not yet created. What it can tell you is whatever is related to it, which means we are asking our own higher self, are you looking at me now? Are you helping me? Are you available? You're asking about it. So that's the basic of using this with your spiritual planetary body. Now, there's so much more, but the time is limited. So I will start teaching more about the concept and giving more examples of how to use this starting the next lesson. Now, remember, in order for this to work, you must watch the previous lesson and get your preheaven spells and symbols to communicate with that God above. Okay, so if you have not yet, go back one lesson, one episode, watch that, follow it, and get your thing. And now you activated it. So starting next class, you will be able to learn more practical ways to use the moon blocks. I'll see you in the next one.